This is so exciting. I was listening to the podcast like a month ago, and like me and the bartender I work with, we were like talking about it, and then Guy was like, "Oh my god, like we've been approached by Sarah." Fan.
Well, I mean, we've had so many sex, drugs, and now we need rock and roll.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm a little bit new to normally Dan, my co-host and colleague, does all these levels for me, but I think I've got to go. It seems to be a recording.
Whee!
If there's any sound techs in the audience,
Guy,
please feel free to chip in, but we're on air. We got all the buttons going. Sarah, our latest addition to the K-Road Chronicle team, has diligently and persistently been out there getting the greatest talent in the Auckland region. So big hand of applause for Shooless. Thank you. Give it up for Shooless.
2 O's.
Yeah, enough. Okay. So maybe just go around the room and like introduce a left to right, right to left. I don't know. Pass it to the left.
We're Shooless.
My name's Guy. I'm one of the lead singers and guitarists of the band.
I'm Freya. I'm one of the lead singers.
I'm Will. I'm the bass player.
I'm Locky. I'm a lead guitar player.
I'm Jordan. I'm the drummer.
Wow, awesome. So I've heard great things. Everyone's talking about Shooless. Is that because nobody can afford shoes, or what's going on?
I hope
Incidentally,
so.
my niece, she's only a couple of years old. Her name's Freya.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Yeah, it's so cute.
The goddess of love, fertility.
She's only 2, for God's sake.
Oh my god. Oh girl. All those expectations. I think everyone's just needed some grounding energy, so they've been wanting to get Shooless, and come along. A lot of people been enjoying it so far. We just released an album on Friday night. Actually, it's our first self-titled EP. So
where's that? Where can we get a hold of that? Where can we support you?
You could support us on Spotify, on Instagram as well at Shooless Band.
2 O's.
With 2 O's, that's the big one. If you look up Shooless, just normal shoes, then you won't be successful.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nor will you find any shoes.
I believe we're on iTunes as well. I'm pretty sure we're on all the streaming platforms, but yeah,
Wherever you
Spotify
get
is the main one for now.
Where did the name come from?
Oh, Guy can tell you about that one.
That came to me a while ago at this festival. I was basically trying to come up with a name for myself, making music for ages, and I was just trying to get like the dirtiest feet on the paddock at a festival, and they basically were just like, one of my mates was like, "Oh, why don't you just call yourself Shooless, man?" Like, and I just decided to go with it, and then then we started the band, and it just kind of went from there. We thought that the underlying metaphor of the name was actually pretty cool, so just stuck with it.
Get dirty.
Yeah, get dirty, grounded.
Is that what your
Shooless.
sound's about?
Yeah, it is. It's about being like free with music and not having any restrictions or limitations to what that is. And I think that's kind of shows in the amount of songwriting we do. Like nothing is like the same. It's always different and kind of.
How's that songwriting process work? Are they like people work individually, collectively? I mean, how does that come together?
It starts with a dub.
Yeah, well, it kind of starts with me just tinkering around with like different tunings. Like I'll just tune my guitar into some random sound that I like it. When I'm trying to find a feeling from it, just by like looping a riff over and over again. Maybe have a cheeky blaze, and then just start like writing lyrics and melodies to that. And when I'm kind of happy with that feeling of it, then I'll take it to the band, and then we'll just go from there and compose the whole thing. I'm pretty terrible with structure, so I've had a lot of help with that kind of stuff.
I think a lot of people, when they're out there, and like I've been playing around with a little bit of songwriting myself, and it's like, is this the right way to do it? Is the I think Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day said it was like chorus, verse, or something like that. It's just really simple.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you have like a formula you follow, or I mean, yeah?
Like, if I may, like, we almost kind of trying to go anti that that verse, chorus, bridge structure. It's real common. Like, I think we got one song that does that, but our approach is sort of to take it in a new direction. Just go like verse, chorus, completely new section. Yeah, we call them A sections. So we're trying to like kind of break out of that convention, I think, which I think we all believe is kind of what the music scene sort of might need, is more convention breaking and more like interesting songwriting. So, and we try not to get sort of weighed down by those structures, and I think that's where our uniqueness comes from.
How did you all come together?
Oh man, I mean,
Yeah.
I've known Guy for 4 or 5 years since both of us moved to Auckland. So I've been playing music with him for quite a while, just jamming, playing some of his original music. And I was in another band called The Comb, and COVID totally killed it. And I felt really lost and felt as though I didn't have anything going for myself. I love being in bands. I love the whole band thing. And Guy just invited this motley crew of people to a jam one night in a storage shed in Avondale. And I thought, oh yeah, sweet.
Cool.
And then 3 hours later, we were kind of like, okay, well, I guess we're probably going to do this again next week.
When do you cross that border of like, because I mean, as artistic people, often we're not focused so much on the business side of a creative endeavor. How are we going to get the resources together? How does that work? How do you like? Do you take this like really seriously and put together a business plan, and we're going to tour on this date, or is it just like, fuck, let's see who can give us a job?
Yeah, I think we're diving into that right now. We're sort of diving into, we've released this EP, and now we're all a bit like, okay, what's all the crunchy business stuff, like signing up for this and that, and applying to like radios and playlists and
NZ on air.
NZM, like all that sort of stuff. So I think that's our biggest challenge now. Is not challenge, but our biggest hurdle is now like hard stuff.
Obviously, you guys are the artistic heartbeat, but do you have that support of accountants, of managers, of all those people? Because I mean, when you're kind of self-employed, and that's what we all are, it's like there's so many things you don't even know you don't know.
Yeah. Right now, I feel like it's all just, we're all just grinding as much as we can in our own jobs. A lot of the support comes from friends and family, your flatmates letting you use this like a space. A lot of the creatives around us are like very generous, and I guess we all use our skill sets that we have to create as much, like do as much marketing. Or Guy is working at Splendid, so he's like developing all of our images. And
while Splendid are not technically a sponsor, they're very supportive of the K-Road Chronicle, and it's an opportune time to give Splendid a shout out. If you're into film photography or that other sort of instant shit, you can go there and get your stuff. Meet Guy.
Yeah,
he'll sing
out.
you a song.
Yeah.
Are you classically trained musicians, or you just kind of learnt around the campfire?
In some sense not. I grew up taking piano lessons, but I didn't like piano. It wasn't any more important to me.
Thank God you didn't bring a piano today. I was like, I don't know. Obviously you can't see it, so I'll hold the mic up so you can. But I have a tiny space in the food court, and there's 5, 6, 7 of us in here. Honestly, if it gets any tighter, we'll be producing diamonds.
It's so good.
Oh, it's a great little space.
It's
Thank you.
such a vibe. I love it here.
Yeah, thanks to Moy Chor for sponsoring this space as well, from the Lim Chor people. So thanks, because as artists, we need our supporters, eh?
Absolutely.
We need you to go along and pay the ticket fee and buy the drinks. And
they're the backbone of this.
how does it work? Do you get do booking agents call you up and say, "Hey, are you free on this date for a gig and we'll pay you this much?" Or is it like, "Please employ us and we'll pay you to"? Because I know there are a lot of performance spaces that charge you to perform, which I think is complete bullshit.
Yeah, that's kind of the situation right now. So we either get approached by people wanting us to play for them, but if like the gigs that we are putting on for ourselves, we just approach a place, you pay to play there, I guess, and then
Hopefully
it's
the
bullshit.
tickets cover it.
Yeah. You just hope the ticket sales will cover. But so far so good. Like we've sold out we did a gig in Wine Cellar, which sold out.
Love Wine Cellar.
We
Not a
probably
sponsor, by the way,
oversold,
but you could be.
actually. Yeah, it could be. And then we're playing at Galatos on the 5th of August as well. That's a Saturday night. So Locky actually works there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6
every
years.
now and then. Yeah, so
Galatos basement.
Galatos basement. Yeah.
Like, how much, like, really should people be paying for you to perform an evening? Because let's face it, a large part of the commercial music industry is like, weddings and, parties. And, if you can crack that market, you can make good money. But
Yeah.
what should people really, realistically be paying for a band? I mean, there's 5 of you to feed.
Yeah.
It depends on how many people come to the gig. I feel like I personally like.
Isn't that their problem?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's our problem as well because we have to find a space to fit all these people.
All right, so there's a really simple thing right there that people can do to support you is support your Facebook, support your Instagram. Because if you can say, look, I've got 200,000 followers, then maybe people will pay you to get some of them along to your gigs.
Yeah.
Because that's our power as artists, is our audience.
Yeah, absolutely. And the spaces that are available as well. Like, I think we're lucky in Auckland to have quite a few spaces that are available. But yeah, there's still a price on that, so.
Is that where the money is? Is that where you see yourself going as a live performance band or,
Yeah.
jingles maybe?
We're a live band, absolutely, through and through. If
Yeah.
you come to our live show, we'll take you through a journey.
Yeah.
That's our bread and butter. That's what we all love doing the most.
Our EP was recorded live as well, so that you kind of already can feel that vibe coming through just from listening to music. So it translates really well into what we offer when we are performing to people. Yeah.
What is music? No, really, when you think about it, when you think about what is music, we're one of the only animals that creates like rhythmic sounds and music, and what is that indefinable aspect about music? I mean, somebody should tell Celine Dion this.
Yeah, I feel like it's healing, honestly. Like, if anything,
Food for the soul.
It is, because like through COVID and everything, if we learned one thing is that's kind of what, like, art and music is what we were really craving, what we really needed, and it's a language that it doesn't matter where you're from, you can all speak that language, you can all understand each other through music, so it really is something that brings everyone together as well.
Yeah, not many things like that.
No.
Storytelling, it's like all of our songs tell some sort of story, be it hugely metaphorical or really literal, but everyone's trying to connect to a story, like, and that's the main thing. And even without lyrics, like your riffs and your chords all tell a story, and people find their own meaning in it. And I think that's the main thing.
Who are the bands you guys like?
Oh, damn. I honestly love so many bands. I think King Cruel's probably one of my biggest idols, I guess. I look up to him a lot, like with just the way that he pronounces things and the way he puts in a feeling to something so simplistic. I really like that. But yeah.
Do you think there's kind of like this over pretentiousness sometimes about this is rock, this is pop, this is that, and like people are like, I'm not listening to anything from that genre, and it's like, there's good shit out there.
Yeah. Genre is kind of like a bit BS in a way. It's just like it kind of forces you to like go into some sort of pen, and I think like that's something we've all kind of struggled with. It's like, oh, what genre are you? Like, oh, we don't know, because we got King Cruel, we got Deftones and Mastodon, we got Jeff Buckley, we got Chili Pepper, like all these influences coming into one. It's like alternative rock, it's like the closest we can get to it, but the idea of genre is really almost frustrating to us, because like
it's
we're our own thing.
BS.
We're doing what we want to do. All of these things come together.
If you like what we do, call it whatever.
Exactly.
But it also sounds pretentious when you start to try and like alternative, indie, psychedelic, fusion. You're like, sound like pretentious yourself.
So EP comes out when?
It's out now, so it came out on
Available
the 22nd of July.
Available at all major outlets.
Yes.
What's the
all
plan now?
outlets.
Tour?
hopefully that's the goal. We're already starting to work on another album. The goal right now is just to play as many shows as we can. I guess, get as many people listening to Shooless.
Get out of town.
Get out of town. We would love to play in Wellington. Love to do a New Zealand tour.
You know what's coming at Mardi Gras down at Ohakuni? That is fantastic.
Oh,
you could get down there. That'd be great.
Yeah,
just
that'd
get
be
someone
awesome.
to pay for your transport and accommodation. And just
Who we gotta call? Who we gotta talk to?
You know what they say? It's not what you know, it's who you blow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that. Amen. Amen.
What do you think of the local music scene at the moment? There was a big deal made of Lord, and I was kind of like, really? I mean, no disrespect to Lord, she's done an amazing job.
Don't say that. We're trying to get her on the podcast.
Yeah.
No, she is awesome, but she just seemed to get so much attention when, to my mind, there were so many other, just as equally talented or even more talented. I mean, it's kind of like, it made me think, do you have to be young and pretty? What happens to the ugly singers?
I think that the music scene's brewing up a bit of a storm at the moment after COVID. Like, I think obviously a lot of bands completely were disintegrated by COVID and all of the lockdowns and stuff, but I think now, like, you can just see it at all the different bars we go to. Like, there's always another band getting up, and it's like pretty progressive.
We had Marty Duda here from the 13th floor recently, and he was saying the great thing about COVID is it actually gave a lot of local talent, the opportunity to perform at festivals and events that
100%.
they might have been there already, but they weren't going to be the headline,
Yeah, fully. Like,
I mean, 660 selling out Western Springs was a bit overrated, in my opinion.
yeah, I think like we saw how much talent we have in New Zealand when that happened. We had to bring all our locals up and actually like take the reins, which was sick and should happen way more for sure. There's like a lot of dope little like duos going out. Like we've got this little duo that opened for us, Elliot and Vincent. They're making wicked like post-punk kind of psychedelic rock and roll stuff, and they're super sick. Yeah, there's so much coming out of like New Zealand right now, and we just need to like keep supporting our local bands and putting on gigs.
Should we have a bit of a jam now?
Yeah.
You gonna play some stuff?
Sure.
This is an acoustic version of our song Skink Brain. It's on our self-titled album EP Shooless with 2 O's.
I'll kick it off.
I'm tired of gripping this patience. These early hours flipping through payments. Mind weak, this virus, it's contagious. Looped out unconscious behavior.
And I can't seem to please. And baby, put my mind at ease. This place, it seems to be was taking a part of me.
Work through the lives of your neighbors. Past life you choose yourself to favor. Faces look the same, your money it's faithless. Wife's dead and you know where her grave is. Well, I've heard it time and time again. The youth's weak and you pay them, it's outrageous. If the earth's so warm, then why do my pockets outweigh this? This hole inside me, it's gaping.
And I can't seem to please.
mind at ease. And all this place it seems to be always taking a part of me. And all these UFOs that I can see, hope they fly away with me. My body holds a spell on me. It tends to make me wanna live.
Bravo! Well done. That was a real treat. Such beautiful harmonising and melody. I can so see like driving down the like road trip music, chilling out at the beach. It's where I want to be right now. Not with you cunts. Hey, before we wrap up, just go around. Any like final words, any final comments, any words of wisdom. Where can we catch you? I'll make sure Sarah follows up and gets details for the next gigs. Where can we see you next?
So you can see us next at the Galatos Basement on the Saturday the 5th of August.
Tickets available from?
Tickets are available on the Galatos website or the ticket link in our Instagram bio. Our Instagram is at Shooless with 2 O's _band. And they're just $15. So there will be limited door sales as well. But yeah, get in quickly because they sold fast last time. So
5th of August, ironically, the day Marilyn Monroe died.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Just thought of, a trivial pursuit, anyone?
Yeah.
Awesome. Just look, I enjoyed that last set so much. Sarah, do you have any questions?
My sister said that this was a stupid question, but I do want to ask.
I love stupid questions.
Shout out to my sister, by the way. If you... and each person can answer individually. If you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Oh, I feel like we've had this conversation so many times. Like,
oh fuck! All right, I'll start. I'm honestly gonna go with a bear. I'd froth to be a bear. You know, they're real nice animals. They can be, but then they also can be ferocious and rip your face off. So
true.
You get a bit of both worlds there.
Honestly, I'd just be a cat, like, just chill. I'd just sleep. It's the life. Like, I'm so jealous of the cats out there, so I'd just be a floofer.
My girlfriend adamantly says I'm a wombat. I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, I think I give off wombat vibes. Yeah, so wombat.
I think I would definitely be a lizard.
Nice. Jordan?
Cuttlefish.
Obviously. Hey, look, can I please be a big fan and ask for a play out? Can we do another song?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That'd be great.
We have a little lullaby kind of song. It's called Fairy Kisses. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever had a little kiss from your eyelash, but that's what this one's about. collect the pollen off your nose, tend to your every wishes. By the time till you grow, 'cause I love you every minute. Never let your hand go. Just take my fairy kisses for you to take on this world. 'Cause sometimes it'll hurt, baby, but just plant your feet in the woods, and you'll see those fairies wishing for you to take on this world. For you to take on this world. For you to take on this world. We got good acoustics in here.
As I thought,
It's
eh?
nice.
Beautiful. Look, big thanks for my guest today. Thanks to Sarah for organising the interview today. Thanks to Shooless. If you do want to check Shooless out, 5th of August, Galatos on Spotify, iTunes, all the major outlets. Big thanks to my sponsors, The White Lady, Art Shows, Brett Ravlich, Saloon Bar, Lifewise, somebody else. But you know, we get by on crumbs, and you know the artists deserve to eat too. So please consider supporting Shooless, and please consider supporting the Cairo Chronicle. A couple of dollars a month means we can continue producing quality, independent journalism just like this. Big thanks to Shooless.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
That's
enough.
awesome.
It's a privilege and a pleasure to be on the Cairo Chronicle.
Thanks, guys. It's been. I'll be there on the 5th of August.
Yay!
Unless that Marilyn Monroe memorial
Oh,
thing falls.